Hello everyone, welcome to part 44 of Advanced Ecom series in Laravel 7, and we are going to continue working on the products attributes module for the one last time. Okay, so here we want to give the delete and disable option for the attributes in this video. So here we are going to give the delete as well as active inactive. Okay, means enable disable option for the attributes. So see, the delete option we are giving because if sometime wrong attribute added by the admin, added by the client, then we can able to delete that attribute. And the disable option we are going that if the client want to disable the attribute for temporarily want to disable for few days, then he can disable, and that after that he can enable that attribute once again. Okay, if like some of the attribute is not available for some time, then he can disable that. Okay, so these two things we are going to do in this video, and this is the final video in the product attributes module. And after that we will start working on the product images as well, and then we will start working on the front end. Okay, so let's start. First of all, I am going to here give the that icons, or I can say that links I am going to give here. Okay, in the same way like we have done in the products module as well. So same links we are going to give, like this one delete, we can give this delete product. Okay, and we can give this active inactive status link as well. Okay, and for active inactive also we can search in font Epson, like if we will get some good active inactive icons, then we can use them, and that will look really good. Okay, so we can search for active inactive icons here. Nothing like this. Okay, so this one we can do later on. Active inactive. Okay, so we can do this later on, but right now we can just give such kind of link as well, active inactive. Okay, so I am going to open this page, add attributes.bay.php file. This is the page we are working on, and here we have already given actions. Here inside actions I want to give here active inactive as well as delete option. Okay, so I am going to open the view products products.bay.php file from where I can copy these. Okay, so here I am going to copy this one and will paste this one active inactive, and I will also copy this delete product and paste there. Okay, and now we can make changes in these two. Okay, so here we are going to use the attribute ID, and here we are going to use the status as well, like attribute status equal to 1, and here everywhere we are going to use the attribute ID. Okay, so I can simply replace this everywhere like this, and this one is also not required. I can remove this one. Okay, so this one also I can replace with update attribute status. Okay, so here also I can update product everywhere attribute. Okay, so if you have already done we have already done in the products module, in the categories module, in the section module, same thing. So I don't think that you will find any issue in doing this thing. You are very much familiar with this one, that what we are doing. We are making the class I update attribute status, and with the help of this class we are going to make the status active or inactive. See, if the status is active, then we are going to make it inactive, and if the status is inactive, then we are going to make it active. Okay, so we are going to hit from this class, and this class we will make the jQuery function in admin underscore script in the same way like we have created the update section status, update category status, and this time we are going to make update product status, and we are going to make update attribute status. So I'm going to copy this one only, and few changes we just need to make. Update attribute status this time. Okay, so here I am going to make attribute, so I can do it like this, so that we can change the attribute status here. Update attribute status. Okay, and here as well, everywhere we can change attribute ID. Okay, so now everything seems to be fine, and here this link is not required. We have earlier also we have given this link, but this link is not required. We can give without this link as well. Okay, so just we need to give it like this. Other places as well we can replace. Okay, but first of all we are going to check. Okay, so here I am going to make it update attribute status like this. Here also attribute. Okay, so I am going to create this route update attribute status similar to update product status. So see, most of the things we can copy paste and can make changes, because it will save our time and effort. So here as well I'm going to copy this one, update product status, and we'll paste it here, update attribute status, and here as well update attribute status. Okay, so this is the function we are going to make similar to update product status. So function also we can copy. We have already made this function update product status. We can simply copy this function and can make changes. We can go at the last, and after edit attribute we can add, because we want to keep all the functions together of one module. Okay, update attribute status, I'm going to make it update attribute status like this. Okay, so here I am going to give product in place of product. I am going to give products attribute like this, and here in place of product ID I am going to give the attribute ID. Okay, see, these all things we have done earlier, so it we have completed very quickly. Otherwise it will take 1 to 2 hours for the first time, like making jQuery function and then making route and then make another function in our products controller. Okay, so we have already done all this, so it will not take much time. So now I'm going to refresh and we'll see all are inactive right now, and I'm going to see the error message is coming, because I will tell you that verify CRF token, we need to add it there as well. So I'm going to show that why this error message is coming up. So I will open console and we'll see. I will click on this thing once again, and you can check here that 419 unknown status error message is coming. So it means that we need to add the route in verify CRF token to skip this check. Okay, so we can simply skip this check, and I am going to do it like this, update attribute status. Okay, as this is the part of the admin, so we have not given the check, otherwise we can make it more secure. Okay, then we will not give this route here in verify CRF token. Otherwise we can pass the token, okay, and receive the token. So now see, now I'm going to refresh once again and we'll see, and we'll click on active. Now see, it is working fine. Active and inactive, you can see inactive, you can see active. So it is working fine. We can make it active as well as inactive. And one more thing we want to do, at the time of products controller add attributes, we are going to make the status active first time. Okay, so for that I'm going to make it status equal to 1 by default. Okay, so whenever you will add one new status, see here, in product attributes I'm going to check, see, I want to make the one every time and we will add the attribute. Okay, so here see, I can make all this active. Okay, so now all are active, you can see all are active, that is fine. But now if I will add one more status, then that status going to be active by default. Okay, so that thing we have done. I will add one status but after deleting. Okay, I'm going to delete few of the status here. Okay, so I'm going to work on delete now. And for deleting the attribute, very simple, we have already having common function for deleting. Okay, you can see confirm delete, this is the common function, though we can also make common function for active inactive as well. Okay, so that we can try also in future videos. We want to make one common function for active inactive as well, like we have made the common function for confirm delete for delete. Okay, so in this common function just we need to pass the record and record id. Record means the module that in which module we are working, like product module we are working, attribute module we are working, categories, section, okay, brand, okay, any module we are working. And record id is like product id, product underscore id, category id, category underscore id. That thing we need to, sorry, not like this. In fact, the product id is whatever product id it is, like it is 101, then we are going to pass 101 here. If the category id is 2, then we are going to pass 2 here. If the attribute id is 5, then we are going to pass the 5 here, like this. Okay, so these two things we need to make sure that we are passing. See, here we have make the record as attribute, that is fine, and here we are passing the attribute id, like I have told you earlier that we are going to pass the id. Okay, so we are passing attribute id here, attribute id of that entry that we want to remove, of that attribute that we want to remove. Okay, so along with that we are sending the attribute to tell that this module is attribute module. Okay, so now see, here it will come attribute in record and here it will come attribute id. Okay, attribute id means whatever attribute id we are passing. Okay, so now here at admin delete hyphen attribute and slash attribute id will come up here. So just we need to make one route in the same way like we have made delete product delete hyphen product id, delete hyphen category id. In the similar way we are going to make one route, delete hyphen attribute id. Okay, like this, and here it will go to delete attribute. I will just copy and will paste it here like this. And now our route is also ready. Now I am going to try. Okay, but before trying, delete attribute also we need to create in products controller. We have not created yet delete attribute, and we are going to create the similar to delete product. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one and will paste at the last. After update attribute status, I am going to make delete attribute as well. Okay, so here I am going to add delete attribute, delete attribute, here attribute, products attribute, sorry, product attribute has been deleted successfully. Now it seems to be fine. So now we are going to delete attribute, like extra lar I am going to delete. See, are you sure it is saying if cancel then it will not delete, and if I am going to delete then yes, delete it. Okay, so you can see product attribute has been deleted successfully. So the message is coming and the attribute has been deleted is deleted. Okay, deleted successfully. Okay, so so now it is fine. Now another attribute I can delete here, yes, littered, so the attribute has been littered. That is fine. Okay, now I want to add once again attribute. Okay, it will by default is active. Okay, BTS001 large, price is 700 and stock is 10. Okay, so I'm going to add. So product attribute has been added successfully. So see, it is by default active. So we able to add the attribute as well, we able to delete the attribute as well, and we can able to change its status to active and inactive as well. Okay, so only the active attributes we are going to show at front. Okay, so we are not going to show the inactive attributes, and you already know that what these attributes are going to do. Okay, so this is the end of the attributes, product attributes we have done. And now in next video we are going to add the product images. Okay, we want to add the product multiple images. Okay, and that is the last module module that we want to do in admin panel. And after that we are going to start working on front end, and then we will do side by side admin. Okay, both front end admin we are going to do side by side after completing the images part as well, product images part. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.